Yesterday, we introduced you to Deck Daddy, a DC-based company making its way into our own backyards. They promise like new decks with the most state-of-the-art resurfacing system in the nation, but customers say otherwise. A finished product hardly what they bargained for.
They wrote a contract up, all the things they were going to do, which nothing was done.
Michael Zito is one of a dozen people who've complained to the BBB.
I paid a Visa card down payment, and that's where the trouble started. They took the Visa card and took the full payment before they even started the deck.
But it goes beyond just taking the money and doing a shoddy job. In Focus, investigators found Deck Daddy isn't even licensed in Maryland. The Maryland Home Improvement Commission has criminal charges out against the company for acting as a contractor without the appropriate contractor licensing issued by the state agency. They've received 11 complaints since October 2013, when people began seeing ads for the unlicensed company.
It was determined that there was sufficient evidence to file criminal charges, which was done in August. We filed 5 charges against 2 different individuals associated with this company.
The Maryland Home Improvement Commission called the company, warning them about operating in Maryland without a license. In March, they issued a cease and desist letter, but the agency says communications with Deck Daddy have been sporadic at best.
It's unusual because usually when the state of Maryland Home Improvement Commission contacts you, you call right back because it's a serious situation. And the fact that they have not contacted me back personally is quite troubling.
A lawyer representing Deck Daddy's president, Eric Haas, released a statement to In Focus investigators, saying in part, Deck Daddy has decided to suspend its operations until it determines that it's in full compliance with all local laws and regulations. But we called Deck Daddy for the past 2 days, and the person on the other end is still taking orders and reassures that it is business as usual.
The vast majority of home improvement contractors in the state are law-abiding. They want to do good work. If they make a mistake, they want to work with the consumer to fix and resolve the problem. But in a few, very small number of cases, you have people who will tell you anything to get your money. And that's, unfortunately, looks like that's what we're dealing with here.
The director of the Maryland Home Improvement Commission says someone left him a voicemail last week inquiring about the process to get licensed. He says he's been calling back and hasn't been able to get in contact with that caller. The state agency says there are new and even more serious complaints. They couldn't go into detail, but say they are investigating and plan to work with the courts to prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law. I talked to the lawyer who represents Eric Haas today. He says the person from Deck Daddy who answered the phone yesterday was mistaken, and the company is not currently operating. When I told him I talked to someone today, they were running business as usual, he said he needed to check on it. He says Haas is in the process of getting licensed. You can find the full statement from Deck Daddy on our website. That's at abc2news.com/infocus.